Okay, good morning. Sue is ready to go. I'm almost ready. Okay, so it's our favorite class today. It's weight. Woohoo! Who knew? So I've got one heavier weight, two medium, a long band, and the short band. Towel and water. So get that going on. You ready to warm up? Come to the back of the mat. Nice big deep breath. Keep the arms nice and wide. I want you to lift up the shoulders and make sure you can see your arms in your peripheral vision. Now drop the right arm and go over to the left. And then come back up and drop the left and go over to the right. And just sort of oscillate now, moving slowly from side to side. You're going to send the hip out now when the arm goes over. So you want to try to breathe as much as you can today. So lots of deep breaths whenever you can remember to do so is good for you. We'll do a few more. Okay, now we're going to take a nice big deep breath. Reach the shoulders, fingertips, everything up. Try to grow taller from the top of your head. And now you're going to bring the elbows by your side. Make a fist and fold down. You got your feet nice and wide still. And then reach the arms up. Keep them wide. And try to lift the shoulders. And then back down, folding down. And now you're just going to keep going up and down. Send the elbows back as far as you can. So you feel that thoracic spine really working. The erectus spinae muscles that run along it. So inhale and exhale as much as you can. I'm going to keep reminding you. Try to build on your range of motion on the next few that we do before we move on. And now turn to the side, spread your feet far apart. Get your heels lined up right to the edges of the mat. That way you know you've got your feet in proper alignment. You're going to lunge to the right, come back up so both legs are straight, and then lunge to the left. So keep your spine long and your face looking forward, and work whatever range of motion you can access is what you want to be doing. Now on the next one, you're going to lunge right. You're going to keep your legs bent and you're going to scoot over to the left. So you're going to stay down in that squat and oscillate side to side. Draw that belly in, keep your spine long. Couple more. And now come up. Bring those feet together, turn it face forward, all the way to the back of the mat. Take a nice big deep breath. And then exhale, come all the way down. Now your feet are hip width apart. You're looking through your legs to the back of the room. Completely unweighting the upper body here. So let's even fold the arms. Just so you're not tempted to put any weight into them. Try to get the legs straight. Big deep breaths here. Now you're going to roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly. You're going to release the arms, take a nice big sweep out to the side, lift them up, and then swan dive it all the way down again. Cross the arms. Let everything get closer to the floor and to your legs.
And roll it up nice and slowly.
And release the arms, big reach. And bring your hands to heart. We're gonna lift our left foot up. Circle it. Go the opposite way. Point and flex. Just hold, try to lift the knee a little higher. Try to calm that foot on the right side of your body. And then put it down. Switch it up. Big ankle circles here. Change your direction. Point and flex. Lift the knee up and not as high as you can comfortably and maintain your balance. And then put it down. Okay, feet hip width. Hands can stay at your heart. You're gonna squat it down and come back up. Try to get a little more range. Maybe send the arms out. Whatever your fancy is. You want to get some body heat going here. Try to go a little deeper. Here's your last one. Now come up, sumos. Whatever distance you like, make it happen. Come on down and take it back up. Try to go a little deeper. You got 3 more. Okay, on this last one, come on down, just hold. Hands to the floor. You're going to come back to straight legs. Let your head go. You're looking between the legs to the back of the room. Try to shift your hips back. Let's walk the fingers forward so your spine is long. Now take some big deep breaths. Walk your feet back in so they're hip width apart. Upper body stays in the same position. Keep breathing. Shift your hips back a little more. Inch those fingers forward. And now shift the body forward, walk it out. Meet me in your high plank. Take it to a downward facing dog. We're going to warm up these calves. So you're going to bend one knee, straighten the other, and push that heel down. And then walk it over to the other side. So just sort of oscillate. One leg bends, one straightens. Push both heels down. Elevate the heels. Pull forward to plank. Soften the knees. Send your hips back and your hands out in front. Make them nice and wide. It's all about your breathing here. Keep your forehead up. Try to get the chest down as you exhale. From here, come onto the tops of your feet. Relax the forehead all the way to the floor, child's pose.
Come back up onto all fours. Tuck your toes under, you're in your quadruped position. Meet me in bear, 1 inch off the floor with both knees. Come back down. Repeat that 9 more times, slowly. Up for a small hold and then back down. Release everything. It's a restart each rep. It's the best way to warm up that core, center part of your body. It's good for the pads of the feet, right? Don't forget to breathe. Okay, from this last one, hold the knees 1 inch. And now downward facing dog. Heels push to the floor. Legs are long. Walk your feet forward to the hands. Extend the spine to a flat back. Send your hips backwards. Right arm out to the side. Lift the right shoulder up. Put that hand back down. Switch to the left. Send the left one parallel to the floor and then lift the shoulder. Small little spinal rotation. Little work for the back of the shoulder. Just oscillate side to side, do a few more. And then we're going to start some chest work. Okay, roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice, say goodbye to your warm-up. Okay, we're going to come down to the floor. You're going to do chest presses. You're going to do flies and tricep extensions. So whatever weight you normally use, we're going to start with flies. You're going to do 15 repetition of flies, and then you're going to do 15 presses and 15 extensions. So let's get busy. Start with your presses. You're either using a band if you like, or your weights. You open up the arms nice and wide. Take them as low as you can. And it's really important here to be steady when you go out and back in. In is like you're hugging a big tree. So you just have micro bends in the elbows. And I want you to exhibit a lot of control of the weight. So no jerkiness. Nice and slow when you open out. Nice and slow when you come back together. Couple more, hopefully. You don't need to worry about counting. You can just do my pace. Sometimes counting seems like too much work. We're not into it, I get it. Okay, quick little reprieve. Just let the arms hang out. You're going to get whatever weights you normally do for your chest presses. And that is our next exercise. This time when you do the presses, I want you to send your legs up towards the ceiling. Keep them straight and draw the belly down. And now come back and start your presses. So back of those forearms touch the floor each time. You want to be nice and slow. especially when you come down. If you want to make this a little more challenging for your six-pack muscles, move your feet forward, keeping your belly down, low back skin on the floor. Nice and solid through the core. When you've done those reps, little reprieve, put your feet down, relax your grip. So you can put the weights down if you like. We're going to start our extensions, but just take a minute before. Nice little reset. Now, when we do our extensions, we're going to keep our feet on the floor. Make sure you're nice and flat on your shoulder blades before you start. Whenever you're ready, pick up your weights. So the arms are pointing up towards the ceiling. You're just going to bend at the elbow. Coming down nice and slow, lots of control, and then up slowly. Now, if you need to modify or drop to a lighter weight in order to achieve all the reps, or you can alternate one at a time. Exhaling out when you press up, inhaling as you take them down. Try to tap the shoulders each time and no movement between the elbow and the shoulder. Couple more. Okay, you're gonna rock and roll yourself up. Put away those weights. We're gonna grab the small band. We're gonna give our grip a little bit of a break. So put the small band just above the ankles. And take yourself back down to the floor with your legs up. Again, you're flat on the shoulder blades before you even start. Now, depending on how far forward your feet are, tells you how much of that core you're engaging to do this exercise. So open up nice and wide and then close slowly. A couple of second hold when you open out, just to sort of give it that extra little effort of a little bit wider. And then back in slowly. You're going to do 15 reps. And once you've warmed up these outer hips, you can try to keep advancing the feet forward a little bit, just so that six-pack comes a little bit more to the party. Why not? Don't forget that little hold to see if you can get those feet a little wider. Do that every single rep. Try to get more distance between those feet each time. So when we get close to 15, this should be fairly challenging. And if you're not feeling it, keep a little bit more of a hold on each of these last remaining reps. So maybe go from 2 to 4 counts. Okay, one more rep. Give yourself that little 4 count hold, open nice and wide, finish with a bang. And now bring those knees in. Send the band above the knees now. Put the feet back down on the floor. We're going to just rock the pelvis a few times, tilting it up and forward. Lots of control with this movement. Get those feet close to your butt. Walk them in as close as you can get them. Tilt that pelvis up. I want you nice and flat on the shoulder blades with your arms resting on the floor. Put all the weight into the heels and then start to push those hips up through the heels. That's going to give you a solid glute activation. Now walk your feet a little further out so they're much wider than hip width. Now you're going to open the knees and close as far as you can each time. We're going to do 15. There are no holds, so you're just opening out and then you're bringing it back in slowly. And you can let the knees touch when you bring them in and give those inner thighs a big squeeze. And if they don't touch, that's okay. You can still isometrically find that activation. But what we want to do is keep our hips up. If you can open your feet a little further, try it. Keep drawing that belly down, even though gravity is helping you, right? You want that nice, strong feeling through the belly. Last 3. And now just release those hips. Keep that bend where it is. We're going to just do a little reprieve reset here. So maybe it's a gentle rock or a little circle. We're going to transition this into some clamshells. So we're still working with this band. We're going to roll onto the right side of the body. So however you want to do it, I like to extend my arm out and rest my head on my arm. I've got my knees bent. 45 degrees out from the body is the angle I have in my legs. I'm going to just lift the top knee up, keeping my feet together to start, and then close it back down. Now what you don't want to do is you don't want to be rolling your left hip backwards. You want to keep the hips stacked. Even if it somewhat limits your range of motion, do it. We're going to do 10 like this, and then we're going to separate the feet as we lift and lower the top leg. Okay, so now the feet are going to separate. You're going to pick that left knee up and lower it down. Lift up. You're going to get more range of motion but you're still gonna keep the hips stacked. So I like to put my left hand on my left hip to make sure it doesn't roll backwards in order to make the movement happen. So you're going down to tap the bottom leg and up as high as you can lift, keeping the hip stacked over the right one. We're gonna do 10 of these and then switch sides. Okay, switcheroo, let's go, left side. However you want to position yourself with that lower arm. So knees bent, 45 degrees out from the body, top knee comes up, back down. To start, we keep our feet connected. This is really working a lot more of that outer hip. But again, make sure that the top hip's not rolling backwards to make the movement happen. Okay, so we have 10 more reps to do. This time we separate the feet so the leg comes up. Put that right hand on your hip. The leg stays bent as it goes up and down. Nice. Okay, roll it back onto your back side. Bring those knees into the chest so you can get the band off. What a great idea that is, right? Okay, send your legs up to the ceiling. We're gonna open the legs as far apart as we can and then close them. Just do that a few times. This is your little reset. Okay, now bend at the knee, so you have a 90-degree angle in the legs. Flex your feet, send the arms up. Low back skin on the floor, so tilt that pelvis. Now the left arm and right leg extend out, and then pull them back in. Now how far in you bring those knees makes this either easy or hard. So you decide what you can handle. We're going to do 10 reps. And now, if you've done your 10, nice little reprieve. Make a nice little circle with your knees nice and close. Go the opposite way. Okay, so now we're going to come back to our starting point with that 90-degree bend in the leg. You're going to take your right hand over to your left knee. You're going to create a push and pull of the knee pulling into the hand and the hand pushing it out. Once you have that little tug of war going on, Send your right leg down 1 inch above the floor and pull it back in. And do that 9 more times. If you need to take a break in between these reps, go ahead. This should not be easy right from out of the gate. Keep that pull and keep extending the leg out and bringing it back in. And then when you're done, oh, that's so hard. Whew, little reset. So legs bent. You're going to roll on the glutes. Send the knees to the right. Bring them up. Send them to the left. And just rock it side to side a few more times. And then we're going to come back and do the opposite side. Okay, so 90 degree at the leg. Left hand on the right thigh, just by the knee. And create that tug of war. So you're using the hand to push the knee out, but you're not letting the knee go out. You're resisting. And then you work your leg in and out. Keep that lower back pressing down into the floor. No belly bulging here. Your stomach should be working towards the earth as you send that left leg out and back in. And when you're done, go back to those glute rolls, knees going left and then right. Okay, we're going to send the legs all the way down along the floor. Send your arms back. Draw the belly in or down. Point those toes, nice full body stretch. Now you're going to start to bring the arms up. You're going to lift the head. Roll yourself up 1 vertebrae at a time and take it between the legs. Pushing the back of the knees into the floor. Hold on this spot for a sec. Okay, come on up onto your feet. We're going to grab that one heavy weight. We're going to do some single leg deadlifts. So, whenever you're ready, I've got the weight in the right hand. I'm going to kickstand the right foot. So weight in the right, right foot kickstand. I'm going to keep this leg straight as I come down. Really slowly, like it's taking me about 5 counts to get the weight down. And then I'm going to come up a little bit quicker. But the going down part, I want it nice and slow. So you've got time to think about whether or not you're weighting into the back of that left foot, which is what I would like you to do. And you've got time to think about, you can move your butt a little further back when you make the descent. There's a lot of little intricacies about this exercise that we want to be paying attention to. The weight stays very close to the body as it goes up and down. And when it gets down, it's just inside the foot. Now, if you're ready to advance this, we're going to do 5, sweeping that right foot back behind us. Everything else should be exactly the same. So you're still going down nice and slowly. You can come up a little quicker, but I want that weight to stay nice and close to the body. Last two. And the final one. Now you're gonna have a really hard time balancing and achieving that single leg deadlift if the back leg, when it sweeps back, is floating. You really need to lengthen it out, get all those muscles coming to the party. Okay, so left hand, left weight, left foot kickstands. Here we go. So I've got, you know, when you do a kickstand, that means you're putting, I don't know, 90% of your weight in the right leg. So we're coming down nice and slow to think about our form. Butt back, leg long, weight close in. Send those hips as far back as you can. And please don't cheat with that left foot. Okay, so we've got 5 to go. Try to make it a full single leg deadlift, sweeping that leg back, coming down just as slow. And that's it for my 5. So we put that weight down. Excuse me. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. We're going to meet in pyramid stretch with your right foot forward. So get a little edgy this time, meaning the front foot and back foot, I'd like them to be a little closer together, like get a little edgy with it. Not a tightrope, so it's not directly behind, but a pretty narrow stance. Hands to heart. Both feet are forward. Both legs are long as you fold down. You're going to go down and up 5 times. This can be at whatever pace you like. It's a bit of a balance challenge, like Sean said. The closer, the less space you have between those feet, the harder it is. So really what we're trying to get is a nice stretch into the hamstring and glute. So go a little further if you can. Come up nice and steady so you're equally weighting into both feet. Whoops. Couple more. It's a really good exercise / stretch, because it's really both. It's not easy, but you're also getting the benefit of that nice length in the back of that leg. Okay, let's switch. So here we go. Not a lot of space. Like before you even start, you should feel a little wobbly, and then try to find muscle to engage and then fold down. If you need help with balance, you can always send the arms out to the side. Pushing up. When you're trying to lift the torso back up, you want to weight into the back of that front foot as much as possible. Try to build on your range so you really feel that deep stretch through that glute and hammy.
Okay, meet me back in sumo. So I've got the heels, whatever feet positioning you like. We're gonna take it down to a deep squat. We're gonna hold it there just for 3 or 4 breaths. And then we're just gonna sit our butt down on the floor, okay? So we're gonna meet in staff pose. So here we go, sumo down. Try to get as low as you can. Nice little squat here. Just hold it for a few breaths. Super good for developing strength through your pelvic floor, getting a nice inner thigh stretch. Just overall has lots of benefits. I keep my spine long, so I'm not hunching. Now I'm going to take my hands behind my butt and I'm just going to slowly lower to the floor, and presto, I'm in staff pose. Hands to heart. Lean forward without rounding the back. And then come back up. It's like a seesaw. You're going to send it back, draw the belly in, and then seesaw it forward, keeping the spine long. Do that 2 more times. It's all about pressing in the belly. Press the back of the knees into the mat when you lean forward. Toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. And now you get to spread those feet a little wider, hang out with your body between the legs. Let your head go, your spine is flexing, and we're having an enjoyment. All the hard work is done. Just breathe. That's your hard work from now for the next 3 minutes. It's how many breaths can you take? Okay, sit yourself up. We're going to cross our legs. Sit up nice and tall. Long spine. Try to relax the knees, right? I know it's difficult. It certainly is difficult for me. But you kind of want to send that message to let these legs not stress out or tense up as you slowly start to walk it forward, keeping your spine long. Then when you feel a good spot and you just want to hang out there, take that invitation. Maybe try going a little further and then stop. Kind of stages, right? So the body adjusts. You really want these hips and quads and inner thighs to just chill out. Maybe lower those elbows to the floor, relax the head down. Okay, let the elbows come up. You're going to walk it back. You're going to help your knees come together. We're going to extend the legs all the way down along the floor. Take the heels to the front corners of the mat. C-curve the spine. Here we go. We're taking it down. Nice and slowly. Let's meet in that nice long body stretch. Let's bring the arms back up slowly. Now you're just going to take your arms, relax them to the floor. Get flat on your shoulder blades. Bend your left leg. Take your right foot to your left thigh, like you're going to do figure 4 stretch. And then we're going to let that right knee go to the right. So you're rolling over that hip. Doesn't that feel good? And then come back up. When we did the lying on your side band work, that got into this area. So you're just trying to get some good oxygen back there. So just keep rolling on that same side. Do it 3 or 4 more times. Why not? When you're done, right foot down, left foot flexed on that thigh. Now your left knee goes down to the floor, so you're rolling right over that left hip and glute. You should feel the glute, and then you should feel, you know, right by the side of that leg. Now bring both knees up and into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. And then rock and roll yourself up. We're getting up onto our tippy toes. And full forward fold, and then we're going to round it up nice and slowly. Big deep breath. I thank you so much for your power and strength. We are done. We did it.